what do you make of the whole meme theory and the fact that Sue does feel ultimately...
I think it's a shallow derivation of the idea of archetype. The deeper explanation of meme is, in fact, archetype.
I disagree. I mean,
Can you just first of all explain archetype for those who are not perhaps familiar with that particular psychological
Well, an archetype
term?
is partly a pattern of behavior that's grounded in biology. So it's the behavior itself. So you could think about that as both the instinct and the manifestation of that instinct, but it's also the representation of that pattern. So part of what's coded in our mythological stories, for example, are images of typical patterns of behavior. And those are the typical patterns of behavior that make us human. I really want to have this discussion about memes, by the way, because it's really a discussion that needs to be had. Because I think that the meme idea is very interesting, and I do think that there are contagious ideas, but that needs to be chased down much deeper, because there are ideas that are so contagious that we've actually adapted to them biologically.
Do you think we need the study of memetics at school?
You can ask about how biological viruses get into the body. They bypass aspects of the immune system. They provide some kind of function occasionally, and that's why they're selected. And memes are just the same. To understand the world in a memetic way is to say, how did all these things get here? Why these tables? Why this suit? Why that food? And the answer is that these particular memes have had whatever it takes to survive in this particular environment. That's memetic thinking. That's the heart and the basis of memetic thinking.
So if we have an education, which I believe is incredibly necessary, especially nowadays, that intertwines memetics and critical thinking skills, and not only the methodological aspect of critical thinking skills, but the possibility to actually apply that psychological and daily life, I think that is incredibly necessary nowadays, and it's not only for religious schools, but that should be, I mean, everywhere.
So I would interpret your question as, might it help if we were able to teach memetics as well? That's a very interesting question.